Good Friday morning. Hope everybody is doing well, staying warm. It is a little warmer today, but the wind's blowing. Anyway, yeah, I didn't do one Monday, trying to recover from Siege of Augusta. And then really, I just hadn't got around to it. So, happy Friday. Anyway, definitely want to talk about Siege of Augusta. Got my new fancy old school mug. Yeah, I like collecting coffee mugs. Good coffee. Anyway, had a great time. Overall, as far as vending, sold a little more than what we did last year, so that's a good thing. We did okay. But it's, I think for me, most fun I've had in a couple years. It helps that the wife Jill went. She's able to babysit the booth for us. We also had Zeph and Mike running games, playing games. Yeah, I actually got to play in a couple games. I got to play my favorite dungeon crawl with Curtis Turner, Turnstile Games. I'm still waiting for him to publish that. I'll be buying several copies. It's probably my favorite dungeon crawl. Great convention game, and we just blacked out. Huh. I don't know if that did it on the recording or what. Anyway, I'm back. Then I got to play in Buck's War of Oz. It's always cool playing a game with the author of the rules. Big game. It was fun. At all levels of players. Mike and another gentleman had played several games. Had a young lady, not even a war game we're playing. And yeah, I had fun. Yeah, it's good playing with Buck or letting Buck run the game, seeing how he handles it, overall his philosophy. And definitely his philosophy is it's a big convention game. You got the rules, but then, you're going to have situations where it just, what makes sense. You're not going to route towards an enemy or stuff like that. So it was fun. Then got to play in the big Guns, Galleys, Galleys, Glory, and Guns galley game. We had 40 galleys per side. Yeah, I don't have my act together. Should have got pictures up to post here, but you check it out on Facebook. Yeah, we had 5 people aside, 40 galleys total. We're gonna do more than that next year. I was good seeing the folks, the guys from Bad Goblin. I got a coffee cup. They're getting really close to releasing their trailer park apocalypse. I still have yet to play a game, but as far as people watching games and people having fun, probably still definitely one of the top games at any convention when they're there. They can't really run enough games. They have 8 people wanting to play a 4-player game, so that's always great to see. And said they're always having a good time. I will say, it's a Saturday night. Zeph was running a Dystopian Wars, and I had to tell them to be quiet, man. They were bothering me. No, they were having a great time. It's always good to see a whole table hooping and hollering and having a good time when playing a game. It's a good sign. It's a good game. Compared to, I hate to say it, there's a couple of games I was like watching the people at the table like, man, I don't want to play that game because they all look bored. One guy had literally, he wasn't sleeping, but he was very relaxed. And yeah, the whole arms crossed, lean back, just kind of sitting there. No, thank you. Too many games, too little time. Too much, too little time. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had to come up, run an errand for the wife. And that's why I came up to this shop early. So yeah, doing this video, but I hadn't had my coffee yet. Uh, yeah, good time, good convention, um, good food. Uh, highly recommend Siege of Augusta. It's a smaller convention, but good folks, good games. And of course, it's always interesting. In the past, there's been multiple cowboy games, and we didn't do anything. Uh, excuse me. But yeah, Chris was running his. I mean, Curtis was running his Scoot and Skedaddle, but that was the only Western game I saw. So next year we may have to go back with some Western stuff. Maybe run What a Cowboy. That's a good convention game. See what's going on. Old World, Old Hammer. Yeah, Memphis got ice, snow weathered in, so not much ship from Games Workshop. So that's going to be delayed. Probably I expect to get my stuff Wednesday. Kind of bummed because yeah, a bunch of people wanted it, and as far as the store is going to be big sales tomorrow. But oh well, that's the nature of retail and weather in the winter. We will get it. Everything we ordered is just going to be probably, like I said, Wednesday. We played Epic. I got a big ship. Ooh, a big ship. Big plane. Finished that last night. Got to do a little touch up. But got my little guys on the table. Whee. No, I mean little. Um, Played against Mike, and we muddled through the rules. I think we got most right. We read a couple things. We really, I would say, didn't get anything wrong. It's just we were missing some rules. I really like it. I know Mike did too. It's definitely one of those games you're going to have to take a little of everything. One of the few miniature games when you're playing with tanks and big stuff, infantry does matter. You get them in the building, they're hard to get out. And in some cases, you're just going to blow up the building, which is cool in this game. You can destroy buildings. Definitely combined force. That you need to be able to take out take out your opponent's big tanks, but yet you got to have something against infantry and buildings. Fast pace, pretty simple rules. Pretty much, I'd say everything I like in a miniature game. I do. Okay. More coffee. I was doing fine until I sat down to do this video. More coffee. Pretty much everything I like in a miniature game. I guess I'm kind of weird. I like painting the little guys. Pretty simple. You don't put much thought in it. Just get some paint on them. I did learn I need to paint a little different because when you got a bunch of these guys that distance, yeah, what guns on those? I don't know. So I went back and painted some guns different colors. I may even do some markings on back of the bases so you can tell quickly what they are. But yeah, we'll definitely be getting more of that on the table soon. Looking forward to doing a really big game with multiple people. So 40K tournament tomorrow. We're full. So thank to Travis for promoting that, running good tournaments. And it's nice to see that. I might have to figure out how to get a couple more tables in here. But that's a good problem to have. We will be having some MCP stuff coming up. Getting with Stephen Higgs this weekend. Get that on the schedule for next month. Joe's running a narrative Age of Sigmar. Should be fun. Joe once again always puts on a good game, and I'm sure he's going to have a great scenario. It'd be fun to do. Jumping back to Wars of Oz, I'm going up to Williamsburg Muster with Kurt Stevens as a miniature building authority. We'll be taking the War of Oz, should be doing a demo. Really, really liking that game. The miniatures are great. The rules, based on Napoleonic, so sometimes it's I don't say much, but it's different from like a 40K or something, where your formation and your movement really does matter. But I really like its fast paced, deadly. You can get locked in combat or locked in shooting and die, both sides. And actually, we had 3 people. Dave Wood was demoing it too at Siege of Augusta, so we had 3 different demos, and also we'll be taking it down to Skirmish in Jacksonville. Got a couple of demos. Buck will be down there too, and looking forward to once again talking to him and getting that on the table. Slowly building up my stock in that quite an extensive line, and Russ, who's the overall creator of the game and runs Old Glory, he just announced really 2 new factions for this summer. So a lot of miniatures in that line. So working on getting that. Working on getting some restocks. Got some board games. Got some new Tufts for your bases. And yeah, hopefully get that old world stuff and watch a couple of videos. I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it. Old rank and file. At one point, I had some undead. I think I got rid of them in one of my moves, but back in so I was in San Antonio, so late 90s, played several games of that. Really enjoyed it. So I may play some just to see how it plays and see about getting. Don't know, not enough time. Yeah, I'm up here all the time, but the better the shop does, the more work for me, which is a good thing. Yeah, we're still hanging in there, and but yeah, Games Workshop's not making ordering any easier, and just keeping up with stuff. It's like daily, if not weekly, new stuff is released. Trying to keep up with old stuff, trying to order. I'm working with, including Games Workshop, 6, 7 distributors I juggle around, and yeah, I wish there was a bigger store. I could just order whatever I want. I know they can't even do that. There's just it's overwhelming how much stuff is out there as far as product, and we got like paint lines, multiple paint lines. Which ones do you carry? Which one's better? Which ones do you make money on? Which one sells the best? Blah blah blah. Answer that for right now. For us as Monument Hobbies, I'm almost down to the point ordering weekly. But anyway, it's that with everything. Including Games Workshop. Such a big line, you can't carry everything. So what's going to sell? What new games you're going to push in the store? I know I keep telling Mike I want to get Warcry going because it's a great little skirmish game you can play in an hour and a half. I really like to see those games being played during the week. So yeah, it's always something. Then you got to take out trash, you got to vacuum. It's one thing or another, and drink more coffee. I mentioned a couple conventions. I want to definitely go to more conventions. Definitely go on Adepticon with Kurt and Miniature Building Authority. So yeah, I think it's going to be a busy year. I think an exciting year. It's great. I've got several nothing as us old guys, but we're old guys. But seeing several younger guys step up and take the lead on games and making the store, I would say me, but not just me, but pulling out some older games that I think have potential. Thomas he bought High Noon and was playing on that table, and it got me itching to play High Noon, which hopefully soon, I'll say by the end of next month, we'll have all our stuff with that. That'd be a great game to get going up here. It's good to see board games going again on Thursday night. Infinity, that's still on the uptick. They've got some new products coming out. Rim Racers, looking forward to seeing what that's about. Basically, sci-fi Gaslands, more set more in, I don't know what to say, true sci-fi. So be getting that in, getting that on the table. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Running the printers a whole bunch. Printed up trophies for the tournament on Saturday. What else? Got some dice towers I'm doing. I got commercial license to print some of those really cool stuff. So yeah, I've got a bunch of more little guys to paint. Right, probably after this, I'll probably prime these. These are the little epic Legion Imperialis guys. I actually paint them on the sprue, which is actually cool and easy. But anyway, yeah, that's probably it for now. Like I said, looking for a busy year. Excited to see what 2024 holds for us. So far, it's been good. Hopefully, we can keep up the pace. Once again, I said on one of the last videos, go to convention and make big plans. We have need to sit down more with Mike and talk about it. It's always nice to, you throw all these ideas and out there, and then a week later see what really stuck to the wall. Eli was there. I want to shout out to Eli. He was playing games, but at Siege of Augusta. But yeah, I really want to get a big group to go next year. This makes it a lot more fun for everybody. And yeah. Well, I think with that, definitely a lot of rambling going on, and that just means once again I got more excited. I'm excited, looking forward, like I said, to what's coming up. What to be hitting the table. Hopefully, do a lot more videos that with the Epic Legion Imperialis. I'm going to do some short videos on that. And I said I still owe a bunch of videos on Oz. Want to do those. So, but anyway, like I said, enough rambling. Time to go get some stuff done and maybe do a little painting. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, should see everybody Monday, and have a great weekend and stay